Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Brown's Latest. I'm Dave Grendzynski, and this is where we get you caught up on some of the latest news that's tied to our favorite team in the NFL. That is the Cleveland Browns. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed to the channel. A little bit closer to 10,000. We're getting there. We are getting there. I can't thank you enough. Everybody who has liked our previous episodes, become members of the Browns' latest dog pound, and those of you who get your comments in the viewer comment sections. I'm telling you, the comments are phenomenal. Like, it's insane how good they are. I cannot, it is so hard to whittle it down to like 4 or 5 for the end of the show anymore. We're going to do it. Maybe the bye week we'll just do a viewer comments show where I just rip through them all or something, because we're going to have to, because they are just all so good. I appreciate it, everybody who gets in there and makes your voices heard. Now, coming up on today's show, I've got even more proof that defensive coordinator Jim Schwartz should be named the Browns head coach, preferably ASAP. Also, yes, it looks bleak at 1-4. But I'm telling you that there is still a chance we make the playoffs. In fact, there was a team that pulled it off last year. But this is going to take a monumental effort to beat Pittsburgh this week. I will explain. And in the viewer comments, Dillon Gabriel looked better than the number 1 overall pick in the draft? Whoa. I'll find out what that's all about. But first, the question. What are we waiting for? Why is Jim Schwartz not our head coach already? And here's the thing. My buddy Soda Pop Dave reminded me of a fun fact that Jim Schwartz said he wants to be a head coach again. Now, it wasn't like last week. It wasn't, a month or so ago. It was back in 2024, in January of 2024. I'm pretty sure this came out of a press conference, and after they announced he was defensive coach of the year, and and they were talking to him about it or whatever, and they asked him, "Hey, would you ever want to be a head coach again?" And he's like, "Well, of course. In any job that you do, you always want to aspire to the top of that profession, and I'm no different." So, he expresses great satisfaction with his current role and the city of Cleveland. He made it clear that he wants to be a head coach again. So he says called Cleveland coaching here. He said this is one of the top 5 atmospheres he's ever experienced in his 32 years of coaching. So he loves Cleveland. He loves it. Here's the thing. Look at it. Look at what he did here with Detroit. It didn't end well, but it started great. He was the Lions head coach from 2009 to 2013. Went 29-51 in 5 years, but he took over a winless team and had them in the playoffs in his 3rd year. They were 10-6 that year. So, again, I ask, what are we waiting for? To me, all the signs are there. I mean, it's the most minimally invasive move we can make. I mean, the offense can't get any worse. Removing Stefanski from the offense and just letting Schwartz oversee everything and run the defense. Let Reese run the offense on his own, because he's going to peace out for UCLA after this anyway. I mean, although after UCLA beat Penn State, who knows? Maybe they think maybe they got what they're looking for. But I don't know. All the more reason. Schwartz wants to be a head coach, loves Cleveland, top 5 answers, top 5 atmospheres, has all the right answers when you ask him about it. To me, the signs are right there. Now, another sign is this. We still have a chance to make the playoffs. Playoffs. We're talking playoffs. Yes, we are talking playoffs. I know. I'm a glass half full guy. I'm sorry. But here's the thing. Let's start with the bad news first, okay? This is the bad news. ESPN analytics say we only have a 4.5% chance to win the AFC North. Okay, I don't care about that. We're talking about making the playoffs. The Steelers, of course, have the best chance at 62.5%. They're 3-1. The Ravens are a mess now without Lamar, and they have a lot of injuries. What at 28%? The Bengals 2-3. I cannot believe the Bengals have one more win than us. 4.9%. is their chance to win the North. But we're not talking about winning the North, folks. We are talking about making the playoffs. And so now here's the thing. This just happened last year. You know, the Los Angeles Rams started 1-4 last year and then made the playoffs. We have a 6% chance to pull this off. 15 teams. Now, I only went back the last 20 years, but I've seen anything from the last 20 years to NFL history. Take your pick. 15 teams have pulled this off. 1-4 made the playoffs. And, you know, the 2002 Titans, the 2011 Broncos, 2015 Chiefs, the 2018 Colts, 2020 Washington, they made it. But last year, the Rams pulled it off. And here's the difference, though. A lot of those teams I just mentioned, they only had 16 games. We have the 17-game schedule now, so we have an extra game to get there. The NFL loves parity, man. If we can just get it to 500 or just a little bit above, that's all you're looking for here. So we've got 4 losses. Big deal. Look at the wins we can accumulate going forward. That's what we need to focus on, and there are a lot of games out there for the taking. And so whether it's, you know, I mean, Dillon Gabriel, I don't know. I mean, we're not going to be able to keep running that offense. It's not sustainable. Throwing 5-yard passes off the tackle's right hip or left hip is just not going to work. I mean, the running game looks great. I think I don't know, understand why we don't use Samson. Don't get me started on that again. I think we have a 1-2 punch. We could develop something like that. That'd be great. But focus on the games that are in front of us. Don't focus on where we're at now. Focus on where we could end up. We still have a chance to make the playoffs. I'm telling you, you heard it here first. But this is the wrong week to play the Steelers. I don't know how we drew this short straw. We have to we go to Detroit, and then we have to come home, and then we have to fly to London. So we essentially have a short week after a travel, and then we get to fly home, and then we get to go on the road again to a Pittsburgh team that had a bye week. So they're not only do they have a bye week, they don't even have to travel. So, and with the Bengals losing yesterday, like they have their sights set on this division. They can run away. They have us and the Bengals next. The Ravens are still a mess. I mean, who knows when Lamar's coming back? They're trying to say he'll be back next week, but they're going to be focused and on a mission to just put this game away as fast as they possibly can because they know. I mean, look at we got to get used back to the time change, 6-hour difference. For me, whenever I traveled internationally, it always seemed to be worse when I came back. So our guys are going to be walking around like zombies the whole week. Who knows? But here's the thing. I only made Pittsburgh a 5.5-point favorite somehow. I mean, if you're a Pittsburgh fan, you haven't jumped on this line already, then you're nuts. This thing's going to be 7 or 8 by the time the game kicks off. Everybody's going to be betting the Steelers. So, I was shocked that, but then again, remember what we always say about the somebodies, Lee Corso, remember? Who knows? Maybe somebody knows something. Go with the somebodies. So, but that line, I did a double take. It started at 5. It's already at the 5.5. I mean, who knows where it'll be by the time you see this. But I expect it to be 7.5 easy by the time we get to game time. Here are some early predictions, though, because the early predictions actually back up what the line's set at. Look at this. Sports Betting Dime has Pittsburgh winning by 7, 21-14. ESPN, 64% chance the Steelers have to beat the Browns on Sunday. 64.2%. That gives the Browns a 35.5% shot at winning our Week 6 game against the Steelers. Hey, I'll take that. Only a 64% chance to win. They must love our run defense. I mean, it's not improbable that we go in there and beat them. If we stuff their run, and get old man Rodgers on the run, although we couldn't handle old man Wentz down the stretch. Dimers only have Pittsburgh winning by 8, and the Arizona Republic, our arch nemesis, of course, they got Pittsburgh winning by 10. So, nothing wrong with that, right? something else is never wrong. The viewer comments. Okay, we'll start with It's Omari, who says the coach, he's talking about the game on Sunday, the coach failed to give them a chance to win. Here's what I will say to that. I say the coach took away our chance to win by the decisions he made, especially down the stretch. We didn't even talk about the Hail Mary thing. Like you get yourself set up for the Hail Mary. You have 25 seconds, whatever you had left. You get yourself in position for the Hail Mary, which is all you're trying to do there. And then they throw it, and we find out that Minnesota called a timeout. And then we reset, and then instead of rethrowing the Hail Mary, we throw a 25-yard pass and let the clock run out. And I know what you're trying to do, but the problem is you were trying to set up for a Hail Mary. And I don't know why you would go away from the Hail Mary. What difference does it make? Everybody knows you're throwing it. If anything, switch sides or something. Or do we did this. I mean, we used to, and it worked even in flag football. You'd roll the quarterback to the right, but still throw back to the other side. We had a quarterback with a hell of an arm who could make that throw. And you throw it back to the one guy on the other side. You bunch everybody on the right, and then you throw it oppo to the other side. No, we're going to throw a 20-yard pass. We didn't talk about that. The timeouts down the stretch, we're giving them, we're calling timeouts for them and everything else. And we're throwing the ball on third down when we should be running the ball and forcing them to use their timeouts. And he took away any shot we had to win that game at the end. And you can't look around. You can't find anybody who would disagree with that. Mike Lasalvia. Mike Lasalvia. 95-48. Sanders is the starting quarterback and Dillon is the backup. If this is true, then they are set for a great draft next year. Still need a head coach, though. Absolutely right. And I ask you this. Do you think, if you put together a game plan like that for Shedeur Sanders, do you think he does any worse than Gabriel? I don't think so. It was so conservative and so compact and so just... Ugh. I don't see how Shedeur could do any worse than that. Come on. And somebody made a good point. Gabriel threw for 190 yards, but, you take away the 30 or whatever that he got at the end there. He had like 150, 160-yard day passing. 33 passes, 155 yards, or 190. Still, for 33 passes. So develop a game plan like that for Shedeur. Let's see what we got. Let's go. Blue Man Rule. I love that. Now, we took the kids to see the Blue Man Group in Orlando once, and then my wife and I saw them another time. Blue Man Group was cool, but I heard they're breaking up or something. I think they're done. Hello, Grizzer. Keep hope going for this team. I'm trying, Blue Man. I'm trying. I just said we still have a 6% chance to make the playoffs, man. We can do this. Defense is great, but offense and special teams could use some work. You are not kidding. AFC North is struggling right now, and that's what I'm trying to say. It's not so much the AFC North, although they keep, with Burrow out, Cincinnati, we should beat them. And if Lamar can stay out, we should beat them the second time around. But I don't think Lamar's going to be out that long. But you're right. And then we got Tennessee and Miami in front of it. New England, although New England's coming off that big win against Buffalo. They're legit. Look at Denver too, man. Good coaches. I wanted Vrabel last year. I wanted Sean Payton when he was on the verge of coming back. I wanted Sean Payton. No, we're stuck with Stefanski. We got a chance to get Schwartzy now. Let's get the Schwartz. Let the Schwartz be with us, please. Let's get the Schwartz in there. That we could have the Schmidt and the Schwartz. PJ Alex says, Gabriel looked way better than Cam Ward has, the first overall pick. But our offense is predictable, our receivers are lacking, and our O-line is an embarrassment. Yeah, well, you know what? You left off there. You left the coach doesn't know how to call plays or make the right decisions. The ones that are right in front of you, the decisions in game. So apparently he's got guys in his head. He's got guys in his ears too, talking about what they should do. Doesn't help at all. Maybe he's not listening to him. I don't know. He was asked about it, and he's like, "No, I'm very comfortable with our situation." with everybody who's talking? Okay, because I don't know. You may the decisions are horrible. I mean, it's that's the thing. It's not even about the play calling anymore. It's the decisions, and this is every week. The clock management. It's all of it. This has got to end. May the Schwartz be with us, please. It's got to happen. Okay, folks, here we go. This is where we remember. This is when we start turning the corner. Tuesday's the turn the corner Tuesday. We got Pittsburgh this week. It is Pittsburgh week. We can beat them in their place. I know we can. But we got to hope the defense has got to stay up here, man. That's our only shot. Because if the offense is out there sputtering again, we're doomed. We're cooked. But I agree. Turn the corner Tuesday. That's what we need. The pump-up song. Let's get pumped up by the song. All right. That's going to do it for today. Go Browns. We will see you next time.